Today's fast-track project execution requires tools for efficient communication between the stakeholders. Therefore, we brought our UniversalPlantViewer onto this big touchscreen. The UniversalPlantViewer supports graphical input from various sources, and it's even possible to include additional data coming from other systems and attach it to the 3D model data. We are supporting multiple platforms. At the moment, iOS, Android, and Windows is supported. So here we can see the same model on an iPad Pro. And of course, it's also possible to download the model to the device so you can have it with you on the construction site without any internet connection. And of course, the same model can also be viewed from any workstation. We created an intuitive user interface which is very easy to use. You can use one finger to rotate, 2 fingers for panning, and of course pinch and zoom is also supported. As soon as you click on any object inside the model, the attributes panel will be filled with the attributes of this object. From here, it's also possible to open the P&ID drawing. The elements on the drawing are automatically linked to the corresponding objects in the 3D model. The isometrics are also supported. And if you want to use two-sided isos, you can create them directly from here. With the isometric on the first page and a screenshot of the 3D model on the second page. The UniversalPlantViewer also gives you what we call a breadcrumb navigation, which can be seen here on the top, which can be used for hiding certain areas of your plant or showing them. And of course, you can always switch to a classical tree view if you're more used to this. One of the most powerful features here is that the structure of the model tree can be changed during the session. So in this example, I will add the task attribute on the top. So then we will have a new structure here where the task is on the top, and we can, for example, hide anything else than piping. It is also possible to search for objects inside your model. You can use our search function. When using the search, you don't need to know which attribute you're looking for. Just enter the value you want to search for, press enter, and it gives you a list of the attributes matching the search. Because this is an intelligent search, it will also find similar values. Of course, we do support various clipping modes. There is a classical volume clipping, but we also offer you an IntelliClipping, as we can see here, which allows you to load objects near the selected objects or hide them again. And especially for big buildings or ship structures, we implemented the inverse clipping. Where we can also move the planes and have the view as we would like to. The UniversalPlantViewer also allows you to color the objects by their attributes. So as we can see here, you can even predefine some color files that come with your session. For example, in this file, the model will be colored by its construction status. And this is what a color file looks like. We can see there is the color in the first column and the condition in the second column. In the condition, any attribute can be used which is existent in the session. Measurement can also be done easily. Just enable the measurement mode, use those red circles to arrange them to the object, and it will give you a detailed measurement in each axis. We can create work packages consisting of objects. Objects can be added by their attributes or by volumes. New objects can be added easily. With the sketching module, it's also possible to sketch objects inside your model. You can then switch between the real 3D model and your sketch, and it's also possible to convert existing items into sketch items so they can be moved or deleted. The last thing we want to show you today is the reporting functionality. You can create reports from within the 3D model. For the reporting, any visible object will be used. When creating a report, the Universal Plant Viewer will ask you for the attributes you want to use. Of course, you can use any attribute that exists in your session. You can then create the report, and it will look like this.